Hello, Arsenal fans. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched the English game, the England game, I want Calvin Phillips to come to Arsenal with that performance, man. But I don't know if he's going to be consistent enough. I think that was a very roaring performance from him. Of course, I would like Arsenal to actually look at him because that amount of work rate, crazy, mad respect to Calvin Phillips for that beautiful performance. So, what do we have here in this episode? Of course, we're going to talk about Christian Eriksen because there are certain things that we have to talk about. And of course, Yves Bissouma. We have a little bit of update from two players and one. Yes, you saw the thumbnail and you realize why is IG lost his mind? Why is he talking about Dybala to Arsenal? No, no, no. It's not what would happen, but it's something that Arsenal have the best opportunity to get him because he's running down his contract for some weird reason because he's holding out for some salary, like 10 million euros or 10 million pounds per year is what the salary, I think euros is what the salary that he's expecting on a new deal with Juventus, but they cannot afford that. We're going to deal with that for soon. I would want to go for Dybala because it's high time that he made a very big marquee signing, and that itself throws a lot of ripples around all the other teams. That what, Arsenal not messing around this time, and I think for real they're back. Okay, let's see. The last time that happened is when Mesut Ozil came to Arsenal, changed the whole thing. Moving on, so Matthias Karen tweets out that Denmark's team doctor Morten Boesen has confirmed Christian Eriksen suffered cardiac arrest and that he was gone before he was resuscitated. Boesen says, "We got him back after one defib. That's quite fast. How close were we? I don't know. They could have lost him. If not for a defib, they would have lost him very easily. And my goodness, these paramedics are really underrated, man. They got to get the credit for what they've done. But also, there's a very bad news that it could be possible. You know that something similar, a heart attack or something like that, happened to Iker Casillas. He continued. He came back to the pitch. He continued, and after that, he got another one. So he had to retire. Does the same thing happen with Christian Eriksen? See, I don't think so. That should happen with Christian Eriksen, but that could be a possibility. That yes, there is a strong possibility of that happening with Christian Eriksen as well. Let's see. That's the future to decide. Moving on, so Yves Bissouma has given a big consideration, a big post for a respectable post for his agent. Yes. So I'll just show you the image. Okay, just look at the image and I'll read out to you. So he says, "Respect and great consideration. I thank you for everything you bring to me in my life and also in my football career. Being as my agent, you are more than an agent for me. You are also my mentor every day. I try to take example by what you are in the truth. Only God can know the relationship that brings us closer together. Blah, blah, blah." So he's actually paying his gratitude towards his agent. So why would you do that? Like, who does that? I don't know. He did it, and he did it publicly. Some weird reason, maybe. Nobody knows. Moving on, so this is the latest news from DBU, or rather the official profile of Dansk Boldspil Union, or the Danish football, goddammit. They say that latest news this morning, we have spoken to Christian Eriksen, who has sent his greetings to his teammates. His condition is stable, and you can read it that they would want to thank everyone for the greetings for Christian Eriksen, from fans, players, and everyone. But the best part was that he's stable. That's the big thing that you need right now, man. Moving on, so Atletico Madrid have made an offer to Hakan Çalhanoğlu, according to Matteo Moretto. Well, yes, that's what they're thinking. So Atletico Madrid made an offer to Hakan Çalhanoğlu, who ends his contract with Milan on June 30th and has not yet renewed. The number one goal of the Rojiblancos, but his name is Rodrigo de Paul. They're even talking about Rodrigo de Paul, but if they're really going for Hakan Çalhanoğlu, what happens to Rodrigo de Paul? De Paul is available. De Paul is really, really available. Crazy stuff to think and crazy things to actually upcome. We're going to talk about more different stuff. So here's a big update. According to Charles Watts in his official YouTube channel, he said that Arsenal are chasing Ben White. It could mean either Rob Holding or Callum Chambers leaving. Holding was almost out on loan to Newcastle United last summer, but stayed in Arsenal, extended his contract. That could mean a lot of stuff, but more importantly, that could mean one more thing, is that he could be sold off for a better price if Arsenal thinks in that direction. Moving on, so Arsenal's William Saliba plan as Mikel Arteta prepares Ben White bait, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Arsenal looking to add another centre-back to their ranks, preferably a right centre-back is what they're thinking about. So William Saliba will be given a fair crack of the whip this summer at Arsenal, regardless of whether Mikel Arteta signs Ben White. The Frenchman spent the second half of the season on loan at OGC Nice, rebuilt his confidence and is back at Arsenal as a king. And Saliba was initially signed by Unai Emery. We all know the whole situation. And Athletic claim Arsenal are ready to move for Ben White. I don't know from where these news are coming on, but yeah, it's really strong. And it's not just one source. Let's see. It's been reported, and I think this season, Athletic and Chris Wheatley have hardly got it wrong. So I'll believe them at least for once. I would believe them. So moving on. So talking about. Well, we've spoken about Ben White. We spoke about another, of William Saliba's another report which says that William Saliba is definitely going to be given a chance. But sources, Wayne Weissay from Football Insider has put up a report that sources say Arsenal, Aston Villa, and Wolves have joined the race to sign Rangers star fullback Borna Barisic. Well, of course, Arsenal, Aston Villa, Wolves are set to assess Rangers star Borna Barisic in action for Croatia against England today. This is a report before the Euros game. The Premier League trio are all in the market for a new senior left back this summer. A recruitment source has told Football Insider that talent spotters from Arsenal, Villa, and Wolves are compiling dossiers on Barisic and will watch him for his country during the Euros. This site revealed on 12th of June that Leeds are also keeping tabs on Barisic as they extend their left-back search. Leeds have been fallen behind Southampton in the race for Sadebre's Romain Perrault, and Huesca's Javi Galan is another target. International broker Simon Conning has been mandated to sound out interest in Barisic. Conning has a proven track record of placing Croatian players in the UK, including at the Premier League clubs. Barisic, who's 28 years of age, was instrumental as Rangers won their 55th league title and impressed in Europe last season. He made 50 appearances in all competitions and chipped in with 5 goals and 14 assists. Oh wow, his deal runs until 2024 and he's agreed fresh terms in January 2020. Croatia's Euro 2020 campaign gets underway, of course. Let's see. Let me know what you guys feel about Borna Barisic. I will see your comments, of course, in the comments. If you've seen Borna Barisic, if you've not, just check him out and let me know in the comments. What do you think about him? Moving on, so Neil Lennon wants Kieran Tierney to go to Manchester City. Yep, former Celtic manager Neil Lennon has tipped Arsenal defender Kieran Tierney for a surprise move to the Etihad. He says ambitious and finances meant he made the right call for his career. For me, he's Arsenal's best player. I could see him going to Manchester City. He's got all the tools to play for them. He's maybe not got the all-rounded left foot that Andy Robertson has, that natural whip, but he's got everything else, and he sees things. He's so athletic and powerful. That's according to Neil Lennon, because of course Man City would want to go for a new left back this summer because they've got Benjamin Mendy and Alexander Zinchenko. Have not fully convinced them in that position, maybe, and that could be one of the big reasons why they could actually go on for someone else. Yeah. Talking about fullbacks, well, Inter are not giving up on Hakimi and are keen on Stefan Radu. Well, PSG are still interested in signing Hakimi after 60 million euros bid rejected. Chelsea have been in contact with his agent but not advanced yet, according to Fabrizio Romano. Inter are considering to sign Stefan Radu as new centre-back. He's free agent after many years at Lazio. Moving on, so as we speak, here's my recommendation. Of course, it's a little high one, but why not? Yeah. So Dybala and Juve still at odds over new contract. Paulo Dybala and Juventus are still at odds over a potential contract extension for the forward, according to Calcio Mercato. Well, Argentine's current deal is due to expire next year, and he's holding out for a new agreement in Turin worth 10 million euros. 10 million. I'm pretty much sure if he does not get a contract extension at Juventus, nobody can match that amount of salary to give it to him. Nobody. I don't even expect Paris Saint-Germain or even Manchester City to provide him that much amount of salary. Maybe Manchester City, but not. That's still they're really going for Kane. They're linked with Holland. Those kind of players. I don't think so. They'll go for Dybala at all because of that salary. I mean, come on. Not even Real Madrid would want to buy him with that salary. That's too much. Really too much. Let's see what happens. Let's see how things will turn out to be. Let me know in the comments, would you take Dybala? Of course you would, but the fees are also a big concern. So Arsenal have been linked with him for ages, but it looks like Leicester City are keeping an eye on him. Yes, I'm going to talk about Coutinho, and he's on the radar of Leicester City. That means a return to Premier League, and more importantly, under Brendan Rodgers. Let's see what happens. Moving on, Arsenal are in talks to sign Nabio Fekir according to AS. Well, they're trying to sign Real Betis star. He's one of the targets. Well, they have already submitted one offer for the 27-year-old, but the Spanish outfit are demanding a much higher fee. Negotiations between the two clubs are ongoing, with Arsenal having turned their attention to Fekir after missing out on Emi Buendia, who joined Aston Villa, of course. So we're going to talk about that maybe in the next episodes, if that news is still on the market. So with this, I'd like to end this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you seek daily Arsenal content, best place to be, consider subscribing, hitting that bell icon, and of course get all the notifications whenever we post a video on YouTube. And of course, I'm planning on the next watch along to be the French game, France Germany. Let's see what happens. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, cheers.